Hey guys, it's Tim coming at you with another review of the Orville, this time for Episode 2, Command Performance. After the crew comes across a supply ship that was seemingly attacked by the Krill, the attack ship contacts the Orville and it seems that the parents of Captain Mercer are on the other ship. Captain Mercer and First Officer Grayson leave to investigate the ship, leaving the inexperienced Alara Katan in command of the ship, due to Lieutenant Commander Bortus being currently preoccupied hatching the egg he just laid. But when Mercer and Grayson enter the ship, it mysteriously vanishes, meaning that Alara now has to lead the ship in tracking them down and figuring out what to do next. One thing I like about this episode is that it's doing what I wanted them to do from last week and focusing on the supporting cast more in this episode. While the B-plot heavily revolves around Mercer and Grayson, the A-plot of the episode focuses on Alara Katan and Dr. Claire Finn, and you get to learn a lot more about them in this episode. At least their personalities and their relationship to one another. You get to see Alara dealing with the stress of having to take over the Orville, and seeing Claire acting as the mentor for her, guiding her in the right direction and being just as tough as she needs to be. It's not exactly the most unique relationship, and even the show makes note of this, but it does work with the two actresses off of each other. While they don't have a huge role in this episode, we also get a good showing of Lieutenant Commander Bortus and Isaac, at least in terms of comedy. The two have the best dry humor based on their characters in the series, and it actually works better than a lot of the other jokes the characters have. In terms of Mercer and Grayson, they are better in this episode. We at least get to see more dimension to their relationship, but honestly, it'd be nice if they got over the whole divorce and infidelity thing sooner rather than later, as it ends up dragging both characters down. While I wouldn't say McFarlane and Pilecki have the best chemistry, they do work off of each other well enough to make the scenes they're in work for what they need to do. The makeup work continues to be excellent and the CG seems improved over last week. It also seems like they're using some puppetry on the creatures in this episode as well. And it all comes together very nicely. It seems that a lot of effort was put into this show. While I can't say that more of the comedy landed this week than last week, the jokes themselves seemed a lot more solid and the writing seems to be going in a better direction, but only time will tell. Overall, I give this episode of the Orville an 8.5 out of 10. The show seems to be finding more of its legs and I'm looking forward to seeing more. But that'll do it for this review, so let us know in the comments what you thought about this episode. And if you're interested in hearing more reviews like this, feel free to click that subscribe button and the bell next to it to be immediately informed whenever a new video goes up. And until next time, this has been Tim from the Hybrid Network, signing out.